All right, so this is the next part of Unit 5, Part 2, Advanced Guitar Techniques, and we're going to talk about the pull-off and the slide, which are two more just kind of fun tricks you can add into melodies that you play. The pull-off is kind of the opposite of the hammer-on, and I'm sure you noticed when you were doing your hammer-on exercises that the second note was always higher than the first. Right? In order to hammer on, you have to have that be the case, that the first note is low and the second note is high. We do a pull-off when we need to do the opposite. So if the first note is higher, the second note is lower, instead of powering a finger on, we're actually going to be pulling the left hand off of the string. So you pick or you strum the first note with the right hand, and then the second note comes from the left hand. Let me show you that again. So I pulled down on the string. When I took my finger off, instead of just lifting it off, I kind of strummed it down with the left hand in order to get sound from up here. Let's try it with some different fingers. So I already had this first finger in place. I pulled off my second finger with enough force to get a sound, and that gave me what's called a pull-off. So it's a slur when the first note is high and the second note is low. Okay? Read through page 72 in your book, and it gives you a couple examples, and you can practice these. Okay? The next part here is called the slide. Slide is pretty self-explanatory. So you're plucking or strumming once, okay, same as all of these, except instead of hammering on, instead of pulling off, you're just gonna slide up the neck of the guitar and get some sound that way. It's a little hard on your finger. It can hurt a little bit. But if you add them in, you've got like a couple in a song, it can sound really cool. If you do it over and over again, it's going to start to hurt a little bit because you have to press down pretty strong in order to get the sound. But it does sound very, very cool. Hammer-on is written, or I'm sorry, a slide is written with just kind of like a slash. There's like a line that connects the two notes. So if you see that, you'll know that a slide would sound very cool there. Your next task is to practice these examples of pull-offs and practice this example of a slide. These are the examples. It's just 3 of them. And you're going to quiz these for me when you're ready. Okay. After that, you're going to complete and turn in the tab review worksheet, which I think you'll have fun with. It's a little bit of name that tune on the front, so you have to play the tab melody and see if you can figure out what song it is. On the back, you'll identify the way a chord, slide, hammer-on, and pull-off are written and just match up. And then on the very bottom, you're just going to write a short, familiar melody using tab. This can be, you know, Row, row, row your boat, Mary had a little lamb, something quick that you can pluck out on your guitar, and then write the numbers on top of the line in order to show that you understand how to use tab and that you can write tab. Okay? Turn that in when you're done. And then last but not least, you get some freedom to choose any song that you would like to practice and perform for the class that utilizes tablature. So you have a couple options. There's 2 songs in the book that are melodies that are written completely in tab. Both of them are really nice. One is Arkansas Traveler. If you know the melody for I'm smashing up my baby bumblebee, won't my mommy be so proud of me? It's kind of like an old children's song. That's the same melody for Arkansas Traveler. Or Wildwood Flower is very, very pretty. This one has a ton of chords and hammer-ons and pull-offs, and it'll give you lots of opportunities to practice those things if you want. A little bit of a challenge. This one's hard, but it's beautiful. In addition to that, I have some songs in my folders that have tab sections that you're welcome to utilize, or you can go on Ultimate Guitar and find anything you want as long as it has a tab section in it. something that has a guitar solo in the middle written in tab, something that has an introduction written in tab. You have some freedom. Just maybe check it with me and make sure that it's a significant enough section of tab to have it count for this unit. If there's chord strumming in there, that's totally fine, just as long as you have a chance to practice reading and playing tablature. Have fun. Let me know if you have any questions.